day one of our fourth. It's our fourth section hike. It's just a short one. We're gonna do 3 days. We're going back to the NOC, hiking out of there, and it's gonna be hot, very hot. We wanted to get slack packed there, up that 9 miles, but I don't think there's anywhere in between. So we're just gonna carry our packs. We're going to get as much film as we possibly can, and we're gonna be happy about it.
It's gonna rain on Thursday and Friday.
Yep, it's gonna rain on Thursday and Friday, so we have to re-up on what we need to do for that and just have fun. So we are back at the NLC now, and we got shuttled in by, what was her name? Bookie.
She's opening a hostel. It's called Rambling Roots Hostel, I guess.
Nice, and yeah.
She was really sweet and very knowledgeable and a lot of fun to talk to, and check her out.
Word. And now we're about to get across this road again and get started. We have 7 miles up today. We decided to stay at a shelter instead of going to a tent site, so we didn't have to do the full 9.
Sassafras Gap Shelter, 6.9 miles.
Through your window by the water, can you see me? When the wind blows through empty quarters, no, you'll never know, 'cause you already know by now. When your love grew, I was there too. I should have told you I'm the only boy awake now, gazing at the stars. I dive into the blue and you. Like this before, I never had to hide away. I don't really wanna talk like this no more. I will walk until the night turns to day. And
you. On December 7th, 1968, 783 feet southwest from this point, Wade A. Sutton, North Carolina Forest Service Ranger, gave his life suppressing a forest fire that you might more fully enjoy your hike along this trail.
by the water, can you see me? When the wind blows through empty quarters, no, you will never know, 'cause you already know, you already know by now.
easy. Yeah, like a train.
Yeah. So we just made it to our lunch spot. We were supposed to have a lunch 0.4 back, or 6 actually, at a stream, but there was no stream. It was almost completely dry, and so we were like, let's just go ahead and hit this view and have lunch here, which we are glad that we did come up here, because we were very unsure if it was going to be enough room to have lunch, but there's plenty of enough room. So yeah,
time to take the pack off.
yes. Pepperoni and cheese. Can't really see the cheese. Oh, yeah, there it is. Pepperoni and cheese for lunch. And what are you having for lunch?
Oh, beef jerky and cheese and tortillas.
Sweet. Lunch is done, and we are about to get back on trail. Got our packs and stuff back on. Got a little bit of energy, getting some stretching done, and we are having fun so far. Everybody's in good health, and lunch with a pretty good view. Of course, you can't really see it all the way, but yeah, it's pretty good.
From a whisper, collared shirt down by my feet, stood on crowded bathroom rug, voices filled the rooms upstairs. Our Ford was warm before we drove.
So I just got stung by something. Don't know what it is or was, because when I smacked it, it like I pretty much smashed it. So I have no idea what bit me. But it was something like that. Could have been. But yeah, it stung. I smashed it. Hopefully it's not anything crazy that bit me. And yeah, but we're moving along pretty good. About 0.5, maybe 0.3 away from the shelter that we're staying at. And we'll be done for the day, early.
Last of 6, eyes focusing on me. Lukewarm coffee for the road. My car was cold till 59. It seems now I'm alone. Be home again. Hold on, we'll be home again. Hold on, we'll be home again.
So we are cooking dinner now. Beef pasta marinara is what we're having. What brand is it?
Oh. This is a Peak meal. Oh, I already ripped off the top, but it's Peak.
And it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. We didn't hike long enough today to have 2 meals. Maybe tomorrow, maybe, because we might do 15.
It's our last dinner tomorrow,
Yeah.
so may as well eat them all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we might do 15 miles tomorrow, so
Or we could have a hot lunch.
yep, we'll have a hot lunch.
So, yeah, but today it was pretty good. I feel like everything that we've done so far, there's not been one part of the trail that's been easy, but it's been manageable. A lot of the parts where people are warning us all the time, like, oh, watch out for this part, that part, that part. It hasn't been that hard. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure we will, but hopefully we won't run into any like crazy hard spots. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fine. I'm not as mad as I thought I was going to be, so that's good. Yeah. Because I was dreading this. People were like, oh, you have 8 to 9 miles straight up out of the NOC. It's like, great. And we've seen a couple of people's vlogs where they're talking about how hard and how difficult this section is. And I'm like, okay, good to know.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad. It was like, to me, it felt like an average AT day.
Yeah.
Like an average day. So.
Mm-hmm. Also, this time around, there are not as many hikers. I don't think we've seen anybody that will be staying at any of the shelters, tent sites, different stuff. Maybe a couple section hikers we'll see, or day hikers. We've seen a lot of day hikers, but not many backpackers this go around, and everybody else is already up the trail. They're gone.
Yeah,
long
way
gone.
past, like up in Virginia.
Yeah, so we got all of this to ourselves, which is fine. We love it.
Did
We
you
love
show
doing
that,
this
Jeff?
together. Gonna let that sit for a little bit.
All right, Susan, this is for you. Would you eat it?
So bear bag is up, and we are going to chillax for the rest of the day. If we get up and it's gone, yeah, might have to hike the whole 20 miles in one day with no food.
One of the roads we crossed.
Yeah, that's very true. We could get a hitch, but yeah, hopefully it's not, because completing this and doing it step by step is fun for us, and we would hate to have to go home early. So
You did a good bear hang.
yeah,
That'll be just fine.
yeah, it's over there somewhere.
It is what it is.
Whatever
As Hagrid says, what's coming will come, and we'll meet it when it does.
Nah, we don't want to do that. No, I'm kidding. So it is a little after 7, and we are laying it down. We've been here for a minute. Ate dinner, got water, and listened to a few podcasts and talked a lot. Once again, today was great, but it is time to lay it down. It's kind of hard to go to sleep like right now because you don't want to mistime it.
It's still light out.
Yeah, it's super light. It's still light out. And sometimes when it's like that, you're like, oh, I'll go to sleep, and wake up at like 1 o'clock fully energized.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
You wake up and you're like, surely it's time to get up, or almost time to get up, but it's only like 1 o'clock, or even worse, it's only like 11 p.m. and you're like, no.
Yep.
Still can't force yourself to sleep.
Yeah. And so you just lay there and chill.
But I set the alarm for 5:15, so we'll get up around then and then take our time getting ready in the morning until it gets light out.
Yep. Eat some breakfast, all of that good stuff. But yeah, today was a good day, and it is time to lay it down. So Good night. But yeah, it's time to lay it down.
No, you're gonna keep that in. That's the one.
No.
Like, that reminds me of the character from
Futurama.
No, yes, and I was gonna say also from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, tentacle dude. But yeah, it's time to lay it down. So good night. So we are up. This is about 7:30, maybe a little bit after. But yeah, last night was decent. I have no idea how long we stayed in that tent, but it was like at least 12 hours. We didn't sleep the whole time, of course, because we didn't want to be up in the middle of the night, which ended up happening, kind of, sort of. We heard a bear walking through here slowly. Then it went back over by the privy, which is that way, and I heard something rustling by our food bag, and I just started yelling a little bit in the middle of the night. Jessica was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I just heard something. I'm pretty sure it's a bear." But our food bag is still up. We got our tent and everything broke down pretty quickly. Got water. Now I'm about to go and grab the food bag so we can eat and then head out. So, yeah. You want to say anything?
Sure. So yesterday was a good day. We got our 7-mile uphill climb done by like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which was great. And we felt really good. And today we have 1 more mile up to Chihuahua or something like that. I can't remember how it's pronounced. And it's supposed to be one of the best views in the southern Appalachians. And I don't know if we're going to see very much because it's kind of foggy or kind of like overcast at least. So we will see if we'll see what we can see. And after that, everything should be like kind of more up and down, not too intense going up. And
Which
so,
was it?
yeah, so I think we will, yeah, this was all up. But yeah, so I think we're going to aim for 15 miles, but we'll see what the weather does because it might storm and rain. And that's a tough call because you have to decide, would you rather hike in the rain or would you rather set up your tent in the rain or, you know, and like, it's supposed to be like scattered storms, so like it may start and stop. We don't want to call it quits too early. It'd be nice if we only had to do 5 miles tomorrow because it's definitely supposed to storm tomorrow and rain a fair amount. And we don't want to do a whole lot of walking in the rain tomorrow. But we'll be walking back to our car at least. So, yep, that is the projected plan. And we'll see what the day gives us. We're silk blazing, getting all the spider webs out of our way since we're the first ones out. Lance is going to get the food bag. He strung up this rope for the food bag and he tied it between 2 trees, and right after we had like laid down in our tent last night, he's like, "Oh shoot, do you think I should go move that rope because I set it up between 2 trees and it might clothesline some poor animal that comes running through." But I think the only animal that it would have been high enough to disturb would be a bear or maybe a deer, but nobody came running through, so we're okay. So you have to pull it. All right. There it goes.
Backpacks are loaded. On. Full.
I've been thinking about you, so beautiful and lovely. I wish you could see it all the way I do, so pure and true. And I've seen you in the sun, shining warm upon your skin, young feet wandering in the harbor there, and every summer since. And your song is alive, it's filling all the eternity within these walls, within your precious heart. And the days can be cruel, I know the hours take a toll. I know it's hard to open up the doors and let me see inside, but the dark is alright. I'm not bothered by the quiet, and a secret is a welcome thing. My arms are open wide. My arms are open wide. Oh, oh.
That there is some construction up here and a detour of the trail, so we'll have to pay attention to the navigation.
So we were gonna take lunch a little bit later, but we decided to stop and get some lunch now.
It's been quite a morning. We've gone 6.8 miles, and which is almost as much as we went yesterday for the whole day. And lots of ups and downs, and been pretty tiring, but pretty good.
And we saw two people that were hiking Sobo, and they went to the knot, hiked 4 miles up, went back, and came around, hiked down, and I think they're coming back to this parking lot here, which is by highway. And the trail has been moved around a little bit due to construction. So all of that out there, of course, is being reconstructed. And I'm pretty sure we got to go that way. Hopefully we don't have to hike on the road for a while, because it's pretty hot, or the sun is out at least.
Yeah, it's hot in the sun. It's nice in the shade. It's breezy. Definitely bearable in the shade. There's a comment on Far Out that says that the trail is rerouted for the next few years due to major construction to create a roadway tunnel and with a dirt overpath for hikers to cross over this dangerous road.
Let it out. You're the one that taught me words are living things. You feel it now. Your heart's a wild creature, but time has clipped its wings. Break the walls. This prison is a place of your design. Watch it fall. Lift your voice and listen. The wind will bring you mine. A shout of hallelujah on my tongue, but a shout into the void can't be heard by any.
It's very, very humid. It feels like swimming. Makes it hard to breathe. My muscles are fine, but my lungs are struggling. But I think we just made it up a mile for about 800 feet or 700 feet, something like that. So we've got some little whoop-de-doos coming up, and then we've got down to the shelter and water. The water is at the shelter.
Listen close to what it has to say. Fading light. The world that we pretend to know ends every single day. Hasten steps. Take you where you know you long to be. It's been a while since I left. Nobody knows where I went, but I think I found my place. Don't worry, I'm doing just fine out in the islands where the time goes a little more my pace. I've been floating coast to coast, Bahamas to Puerto Rico. It don't matter if I'm lost, because I know when I'm with you I'm home. When I'm with you I'm home. Just riding waves, cause I know no matter where the tide goes, the sun is on my face. Searching for treasures in my mind, I know I'll find it, cause the islands are showing me the way. I've been floating.
Throughout the day, we had been feeling strong and energized, and soon we started to consider the possibility of hiking the rest of the way to the car instead of camping another night.
When we arrived at the final shelter at 6:30, we had hiked 15.4 miles for the day. We stopped for a bite to eat and chatted with another hiker while we mulled over our options.
We projected it would take about 2 hours to hike the remaining 5 miles to the Fontana Dam parking lot, 2 miles up and 3 miles down. Before long, we decided the appeal of a hot shower and comfy bed was enough to keep us putting one foot in front of the other for a little while longer.
It don't matter if I'm lost because I know when I'm with you, I'm home.
So we were going to stay at this shelter tonight, but we're going to go ahead and push the last 5.2 and get back to our car. By the time it hits maybe 8:30, 8:45, we should be there. Latest 9. But it's been a hell of a hike.
I'm hoping for fireworks when we get into the Fontana parking lot. We'll see.
Fireworks for our arrival. Little did we know that the parking lot we were aiming for was not where we left our car. We would end up hiking over 7 miles to reach the dam.
To make matters worse, soon after leaving the shelter, the extreme heat and humidity suddenly caught up with us, and we felt our strength and energy draining away.
While we'd been careful to replenish our electrolytes throughout the trip, we neglected to drink enough water to match the intensity of the summer sun, and we'd felt dehydrated and nauseous. So this trip pretty much comes to an end. Right now we're up to at least 21, probably about to be 22 miles because we have to hike or walk on a road for a mile, almost a mile and a half, 1.4. Coming out of there was pretty rough. Jessica took a little tumble again, messed her leg up a little bit and got her hand. So hopefully by the next 20 to 30 minutes, since it's on the road and I think it's going down, we should be fine.
We're gonna be. No, it doesn't. I don't think it goes down. I think it goes up.
Oh, I know it goes up that way. He said it's that way.
Yeah. Well, looking at far out, if we go on the trail, at least it goes up.
Okay. Let's not go back on the trail.
Nevertheless, we reached our destination and we were proud of all we had accomplished.